Joining me now, columnist for the Fiscal Times, Liz Peek, Fox News contributor, Eboni Williams. Good to have you both here. This is quite something. The Mexican president deciding that he is going to rough up Donald Trump, president of the United States. It's one thing for him to be unpopular and inept. It's quite another for him to have lost his mind.
Well, the deck is stacked against him, I think you could say. I mean, obviously, a $60 billion a year trade deficit's a pretty unequal playing field. And you've got all these people in this country sending home $25 billion a year. And, you know, his approval ratings are like 12%. The man is really having a very hard time politically. And by the way, we have a new presidential election in Mexico in 2018. So his party is looking at him and saying, hey, what are you doing for us? Exactly.
It is the party, the establishment party, if you will, of Mexico. Talk about running into historic waves and being on the wrong end of the whole thing.
Certainly, Lou. I mean, I think he doesn't even know what to make of it either way, because during Donald Trump's campaign season, he met with him. He had a very public, many of us said very presidential showing. Yeah, very presidential showing by candidate Trump. Now that he's President Trump, you would think there would be some consistency there, but instead what we're seeing is a flopping of sorts. It looks like he's kowtowing, I guess, to political pressures, as Liz completely correctly points out. We know we have this upcoming election for him. It seems at this point his primary concern would be the politics that affect him.
The people of Mexico are enmeshed in poverty. 1 in 2 Mexican citizens lives in poverty. 1 in 2. I mean, that's just stunning. All of the hundreds of billions of dollars we've shipped to Mexico. By the way, we didn't even mention the fact that Mexico is the primary, source of the majority of methamphetamines, marijuana, heroin, and cocaine that comes into this country. I think it may be very possible that Peña Nieto has opened the first salvo in what may turn out to be the first real war on drugs ever conducted by this country. It looks like that. I really believe it's very likely that that's where Mr. Trump is headed. What do you think?
Well, look, he has many times drawn as an excuse for building the wall the drug problem. Absolutely. I mean, it's not about just keeping people in.
Not an excuse.
No, the rationale. I think that's right. Because, you know, it's not all about keeping people out of the country. It's keeping drugs out of the country. And that's always been a very popular message from Donald Trump. So, yeah, I mean, I think maybe that is going to be talked about a lot more. But I kind of hope this gets resolved. They're talking about possibly having a meeting, another meeting set up fairly soon between the two leaders. I hope that moves forward, because I don't think it's...
Sean Spicer, the press secretary, said that they're going to keep communications open. But, I mean, it really does not augur well for the Mexican people, who deserve better than they're getting from their government. I mean, they have, as do the American people for the past...
It couldn't be more at stake for them, Lou. You're exactly right. And I think your point about the drug war is very provocative. But we have to keep in mind as well, you know, for all the bad things that President Trump is certainly right to be concerned with keeping out of America, we also know that we do great business with Mexico.
We don't do great. By the way,
we do a lot. We do a lot. Excuse me, correction. We do a lot of business with them.
And I want to explain something.
I didn't mean that. I meant quantity. I was not talking about value system.
Great quantity, but the fact is,
that's only what I was talking about.
In poverty, despite NAFTA, since 1973.
Which needs to be renegotiated.
All of that money has gone to a corrupt government and a corrupt country.
Not value, only talking quantity.
And we have, and by the way, our business leadership has much to account for in all of this, and I think Donald Trump will hold them accountable. Liz Peek, Eboni Williams, thank you both.
Thank you.